Hey Cancer Wellness friends, it's Nancy Waldeck here in her healthy kitchen, and I can't wait to be in the kitchen with you. But until then, we're gonna do some videos on healthy side dishes for the holidays because it is November and we're getting ready to roll into all the holidays and fun fall festivities. So I'm gonna kick it off with some mushrooms. I bought about 2 8-inch packages of baby Bella mushrooms, you know, they're just the ones you get in the grocery store. I popped the stems out. I actually washed them, right? I washed them under clean running water. And when I popped the stems out, I saved them. And then I took the caps and sprinkled them with olive oil, salt, pepper, and a little bit of tamari. That's Japanese soy sauce. And I did use the light tamari. Put them in the oven at 400 for about 15 minutes, and this is the result. Oh, look at that beautiful brown color. And the reason that I did that is because the secret behind good stuffed mushrooms is that you cook the mushroom caps first, and then you cook the stuffing, put the stuffing back into the mushroom caps, and pop them into the oven. I've done some ahead of time, but I want to show you how to make your filling for these mushrooms. So, in this pan right here, and I'm gonna show it to you, I have the mushroom caps from the mushrooms I put in the oven and roasted. So I just chopped them coarsely, and I have a little olive oil, salt and pepper in here. I sauteed them for just a few minutes. Next up, I'm gonna put in a garlic clove that I have grated, about a tablespoon, just a tiny bit of minced, so really tiny, red onion. And I'm going to just stir this around a little bit. I've cooked those mushrooms till they have given up all their liquid and they're slightly brown. So there we go. And I'm just gonna, all of a sudden I got this big whiff of onions and garlic. It smells great. So here we go. I just am gonna stir these around for just about a minute. I'm gonna put a little bit more salt and pepper in here. Not a lot, but just a little. There we go. And a couple grinds of my pepper. And now I'm ready for the rest of my ingredients for the mushroom stuffing. And that is, I've got about a tablespoon of Parmesan cheese. Now when you make this, you're gonna think to yourself, oh my gosh, there's not much stuffing. Well, newsflash, there's not much room in those mushrooms either. So there we go. I've got 3 tablespoons of panko crumbs. Now this may look familiar to you. It is an herb cheese, and we're gonna use 2 tablespoons of this herb cheese in these stuffed mushrooms. And because it is an herb cheese, it's already got lots of flavor, and we're just using a little bit of it. So here we go. I'm just gonna move this around the pan just a little bit. And then the last ingredient is I am really amping up that herby flavor because I can and because it's delicious. And I'm using just assorted herbs that I've chopped up from my crisper drawer. So this is a great way of getting rid of some of those herbs that have just been hanging around for a little while. So in my herb blend today, I've got a couple tablespoons of it. I have some parsley, some rosemary, some basil, and a little bit of thyme that I had left over. So I'm gonna put just a little bit of that herb mix. I'm gonna reserve some of this so that I can garnish my mushrooms with it. So, oh my gosh, this smells so good, y'all. And really all I'm doing now, I'm gonna turn off my cooktop. And so you can see it a little bit better, I'm gonna move this over. So there we go. And now what I have is just a wonderful stuffing for our mushrooms. It doesn't take long. It's not a lot of ingredients. So, and you can even do all of this stuffing the day before. And on the recipes, I have given you a list of prep for the 4 side dishes we're doing today. So here we go. It's done. Now I'm going to take my mushrooms, and this mushroom juice that's inside of the mushrooms is so good. I've got a bag out. That mushroom juice is going to go in my stock bag, and even any of the juice here that's on the tray So before I stuff them, I get rid of all the yumminess, all that yummy mushroom juice. And then, so here is all I have to do to stuff them is I'm just gonna take a little bit of stuffing and put it right on my mushroom cap. And then I'm gonna put this back in the oven at 400. So I'm gonna do all of my mushrooms just like that. Back in the oven at 400 for about 10 minutes just to get nice and warm and toasty.